Well, I was so dialed up yesterday to do a Jays video for you guys post-game against the Red Sox, talk about the end of the series, whether it was going to be full-on misery about the Blue Jays losing the series and continuing to be absolute hot garbage, and it gets rained out. And today, they start off the 4-game set at Rogers Center against the New York Yankees. And they win 9-2. Before we go any further, Jays fans, Yankee fans, whoever the hell's here, first off, thank you for coming to the page. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. It would mean the absolute world to me if you can join the family we got going on here and join the crowd. I love it. I love seeing new people join up. New comments is always great from different people. It's always beautiful to see. So if you haven't done so, smack that subscribe button. It doesn't take very long, and it means a lot to me. Now, they win 9-2. Like, that's where I want to start. Carlos Rodon got the start for the Yankees. His last 2 outings have been awful. He's allowed 12 runs in his last 2 starts. Excuse me. And not very good. Not very good whatsoever. And for the Blue Jays, offensively, they haven't been awful recently. You know, and that's Vladdy getting a little hotter with a lot of extra base pop. You know, Justin Turner starting to get some hits. IKF's been big, obviously. But today isn't really about any of those guys. Today is about the one guy on this team that everyone just kind of come to grips with that he's kind of just done. And that's George Springer. But I noticed something. His very first at bat, right when he steps up to the plate, before the first pitch, I'm like, whoa, hold up. His stance is different. And if you watch George Springer play, right, if you go back to film of, God, even the last game, I watched that game. The last game, his bat, right, when he's at the plate is always kind of like this, right? It's always been behind him like this, and then he kind of comes through and swings. But today, no, it was straight up, right about where his ear is. And what that does, at least in my mind, it allows you to be quicker with velocity. And for George Springer, what's been the issue? He hasn't been able to hit a fastball because the bat speed's gone, or at least it's not as good. So, you shorten up, you have more bat-to-ball skills, you have more, I don't know, I like what I saw from George, and I said it before the first at-bat, and lo and behold, he hits 2 bombs, has another hit, catcher's interference, but gets on base 4 times today and goes deep twice. What a game for George Springer, it really was. But let's break down that first inning, because holy crap. Bo Bichette gets a little infield single, but it's fine. Whatever. Then, excuse me. Then IKF gets hit by a pitch. And we're like, okay, got a little something going here. Bo's up to second, 2 on, nobody out, right? Then Vladdy comes up, and it's like a broken bat soft liner thing down the first baseline. Now the first baseman, Rice, was playing off of first base, so no way he's making that play. And it drops in. In comes Bo Bichette. IKF goes to third. Vladdy moves up to second base. And then you've got guys at second and third, still nobody out for Justin Turner. And then one of the weirdest plays I've seen in a while happens. Turner hits it right off the end of the bat. And it's swimming up the first baseline, and it looks like it might spin foul. And Justin Turner thinks so, but then he's like, well, I'll just run it out because it is fair right now, and it might not kick foul. And he keeps running to first. Ball's rolling up the line. It's still in fair territory. The first baseman, Rice, decides, I'm not going to pick the ball up because we don't want the run scoring from third, blah, blah, blah. But I'm at the point where I'm like, you're already 3 guys in. There's been no outs recorded. It's the first inning. You want to trust your offense a little bit, right? But instead, he leaves it, waits for it to go foul. It doesn't. It hits the base and kicks wide back into play. And Rice can't make the play. Turner's safe at first. Vladdy scores. Who was it? No, hold on. Yeah, who else was up? Excuse me. Vladdy went to third. IKF scores. So now we're here. Still guys in the corners. Nobody out. And now it's 2-0. It's crazy. And then George Springer comes up and gets 96-97 right down Broadway and crushes this thing down the left field line. Question is it fair? It is a 3-run shot for George Springer, his first of 2 today. And Vladdy and Turner score. It is now 5-0 Blue Jays, their biggest inning. And look, in the first inning, Jays fans. In the first freaking inning. Wild one today at Rogers Center. Holy crap. And it was a beautiful sight, wasn't it? It really was. But they weren't done. We go to the bottom half of the second inning, and IKF gets hit by a pitch again. Vladdy then flies out, but then Turner walks, and then there's 2-1 for George Springer. And again, he gets another fastball, but he drills this thing to left center. This thing is way gone, over 430 feet for George Springer, and he's gotten to 2 fastballs, both 3-run shots in big moments, and the Blue Jays are now up 8-0 in the second. Now Rodon does settle down a bit, ends up going 5 innings, but was no good. And Jose Barrios for the Jays was awesome. But we keep going. The Jays tack on another run in the bottom of the 6th inning as Vladimir Guerrero Jr., after taking what looked like ball 4, he thought it was ball 4 through his bat, and umpire calls strike. You're like, ooh, okay, all right, Vladdy's got to come back. And as he's walking back, he's like, no, that was not a strike. It was not a strike. The entire way to the umpire, calls his time, gets back in the box. Next pitch, a kabang, fly ball to deep left field. And if you look at the angle where, you guys all remember the famous bat flip angle where you're looking right at Jose's chest and you see the bench in the background. That angle of Vladdy and this at bat, he swings, he hits it, and he kind of puts the bat down, head down, kind of shaking his head. This thing left the ballpark. His 11th home run of the year, his 4th home run in 6 games. And the Jays just, it was 9-2 at the time, because of course, Trent Grisham is the one who hit the home run off of Jose Barrios' 2-run shot to the opposite field, may I add. But Vladdy's home run, that's why everyone preaches for him to get the damn ball in the air, because you're so freaking strong. You can get that ball in the seats, even if you didn't think you got it. So great stuff from him. Great stuff. Okay, all right, yeah, settle down there. All right, it was awesome. 9-2 winners. Outstanding stuff. Let's get to these player stats, all right? Bo Bichette, 1 for 5, didn't like the ABs. He had the comment earlier today about if you'd be surprised if he got traded. He's like, no, and I'm like, oh, God. And then he goes out there today, 1 for 5, does score a run, I guess, but the approach didn't look good. The last at-bat in particular really got me. I didn't like it at all. I don't know. We'll see. IKF goes 1 for 2, scores 2 runs. The only reason they had 2 physical ABs, he got hit 3 times. 2 in the foot, 1 in the elbow guard. Holy crap, what a day for IKF. Vladdy goes 2 for 5, scores 2 runs, 2 RBIs, and has a home run, so good on him for that. The OPS is now up over 810 for him on the season. Justin Turner, 1 for 3, and walks as well, so don't care. Scores 2 runs, obviously on both of Springer's bombs. And now, quietly, Justin Turner's hitting 244 with a 346 on base. And the OPS is up over, 720 now? It was 713 going into play today. It's probably around that 720 mark on the season. And George Springer went 3 for 3, scores 2 runs, has 6 RBIs, and 2 bombs. What a day for George. Numbers still are crap for the season. But you know what, Jays fans? This is what's showing us that Bo Bichette's really not having a good year. With George Springer's great day and Bo Bichette's not great day, George Springer has a better OPS than Bo. Like that's where we're at right this second. It's not good. Bottom lineup didn't really do much, but who cares? 11 hits for the Blue Jays, 12 strikeouts. They only walked 1 time. They mashed the baseball. It was great. It was fun to watch. Jose Barrios, the offense got it going, but he was electric. 7 innings, 2 hits. 2 hits through 7. Like, you think about it that way. He walked 3 guys, struck out 8. The 2-run shot to freaking Trent Grisham, but that was it. He was elite today. The changeup was on fire, which makes everything else play, which makes the slider play, the slurve play, all that stuff. He was outstanding. Zach Pop gave you clean inning of work, a couple strikeouts, a walk the guy, but that's it. And Bowden Francis went clean inning of work, allowed a hit and got a strikeout, but nothing more. So clean stuff there. You had to use Pop and Francis. That's it. Good stuff. And Barrios, back to him for really, really quickly. He made Juan Soto look silly all day long. All day long. His last at bat against his last AB against Barrios, you see a strike 3 swing on that slurve curveball thing? It was like he's using a sword. It was ugly. And he slammed his stuff down afterwards. He was not pleased. A really good job from Jose all game long. Now, game 2 goes tomorrow. Marcus Stroman gets the ball for the Blue Jays. The New York Yankees. He's been great this season. He's been absolutely elite for the Yankees this year. And he's a ground ball pitcher. Got to find a way to get that ball up in the air. If he gets the ball up in the zone, don't miss it. Yusei Kikuchi gets the ball for the Blue Jays. We'll see how that one goes. 7:07 first pitch of Rogers ended tomorrow, right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the game today was fun, entertaining, lots of home runs, it was great. Hit that like button to appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not done so already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. What'd you like, what'd you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, and of course TikTok is down below. So follow up there if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys. Well, actually, Leafs edition. I think the draft's tomorrow for the Leafs, so I might be doing a video for you guys tomorrow night with that. And as for the Toronto Blue Jays, or I might do a draft recap for the Leafs. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But as for the Blue Jays, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow night. 7:07 first pitch at Rogers Center. Marcus Stroman, Yusei Kikuchi is the pitching matchup there. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and, of course, this game today. We'll talk to you guys then.